Move to the next hole. Our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into a high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4. Absolutely tattooed that one.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Down on the 6th now as JT gets ready to hit his next one.
A couple under at this stage. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. He's currently in second place on the leaderboard. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
Sitting at 2 under. And if this can go down, he'll save par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
Putting now for a bogey. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
He's not hit this one well, and that one's into the drink. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, that's carrying a bit too much speed. Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Now 5 strokes behind. The finishing hole at TPC. Anything from eagles all the way through to bogeys and worse.
Just avoid those little pot bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might be able to give it a whirl in 2. However, you got to be careful to, A, not miss it right, obviously, but even going too far left, you can really get an uncomfortable pitch shot from a low area left of the green.
That's not quite on the dance floor, Rich, but it's right up there near the green. A chance to perhaps pick up 1, maybe 2 on this hole.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
5 feet coming up to the cup. And that's a nice way for the round to end, finishing up with the birdie. And as this round winds down, he finishes in 4th place.
Luke, top 5 is always a great position to be in, but I'm looking for more out of this player. I think we're going to see some good things happening.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside my booth mate Rich Beem. It's always terrific to have you join us. As we begin our coverage of today's event, we have our featured player in 4th spot. Looking forward to seeing how today unfolds. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Not a bad play, that one. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know,
so close. Big putt for par coming up. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
The second is a par 5. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
This one may come up short here.
it was just so tough to hit the green from there.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. It's just about 3 feet away. Currently 1 under for the event. Here we are at the 3rd hole, a par 3. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Splash. This one's for bogey. And with that, he moves up to even par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
And now onto the par 4 4th hole. Bit untidy, wasn't it?
don't think that's enough out of the sand.
This would be a great up and down. Well struck. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going left to right.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
Let's go to hole number 5. And it's a par 4.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
The start of this one out on a pretty good line. Great speed. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
His second shot here.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Beauty of a chip shot there. Putting for a par here.
Not a long putt by any means, but it does move to the right.
He's currently in a tie for 3rd here. This hole is a par 5.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped.
It's almost like a magnet for your golf ball.
You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Here we are, hole 8. It's a par 4. I've seen worse looking swings in a playground. Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid. This one looks like it's going left. This would be a great up and down. A par putt on the table. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one, this is testing. A big right to left slope.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. Looks to have some good speed about it too.
Yahtzee!
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. On the tee now with the par 3 9th. Opting for the hybrid, I think. This is a lengthy putt here.
Okay, he's starting this one out to the right and it should come back.
An opportunity to make a par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Here we are at the 10th, a par 4. Oh, that is bombed. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. And just in the first cut here. Oh, the rough could have been a factor in this one. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee. Rhythm right there. 1 win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
It looks like this one will turn a bit to the left.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
By my estimation, he's got around 170 here. Okay, clubbing down.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
Ooh, looking nice.
Starting to work its way towards the cup. Oh, my. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole. That's nicely done. This is his second shot. Just 2 shots behind. That one's heading towards the green. Let's see if it gets on the surface. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. He has this putt to save his par. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's a little tricky to see. It's not a straight putt. There is a bit of right-hand movement at the end.
And in it goes for the par. Sitting now 3 under for the tournament. On the tee here of the par 3 14th. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Starting this one way out to the right. Let's see if it turns.
It's just about 3 feet away. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. That swing looked a little jerky from where I'm sitting. Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
Yeah, grinding it out there, slowly but surely moving up that leaderboard.
This one's not going to get there. Coming up short.
Oh, good shot. Got a fair piece of that ball. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. On the tee now, the par 4 16th. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. This putt coming up is for birdie.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Ooh. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
That's out to the right for sure. This would be a clutch up and down here. And he needs this to save par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
Well, this looks pretty handy.
That was long range for him. That's good stuff.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey at the last. That wasn't pretty. Hopefully this one is better. That dog will hunt.
Oh, almost went in. And now this. All that remains for a 69.
There is a significant amount of right to left on this putt.
He's done a good job in the clubhouse in second place, currently 2 strokes back from the leader, but he'll be watching closely from the clubhouse as the leader comes down the stretch. Well, unfortunately, not able to secure back-to-back victories here, but you've got to be impressed with the performance overall.
No shame in finishing runner-up after coming off a victory last week. Unfortunately, back-to-back wins would have been a little sweeter, but still, great job.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. From Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina, we've got opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. I'm Andrew Catalan alongside Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action on the course. And Rich, here we are at the PGA Championship in beautiful Quail Hollow. What sorts of challenges will the players face this week?
Well, the good news is they will face a golf course that is probably the best conditioned golf course that they play in the PGA Championship historically. It is immaculate. There's hardly a blade of grass out of place. However, there's a lot of grass out there, you know, over 7,500 yards long. Let's not even talk about the Green Mile holes 16, 17, and 18. Historically, the toughest three-hole stretch on the PGA Tour. This thing is just a beast. There's a reason why this is one of the most difficult courses on the PGA Tour.
That's a tough one to swallow. Off.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
He has this putt for double bogey. Unfortunately, that drops him to 2 over for the event.
Not much happening moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
Over to 3, a par 4.
A straightaway par 4 sometimes can be the most challenging tee shots out there. Lone bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot, pretty flat to a green that's raised up just a little bit. 2 tiers, down below, up top. It's a solid hole.
Okay, coming out of the sand, but I don't know if there's enough club here.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Staring down a very long putt here. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Looks like this one's going up the hill and breaking left to right.
This is a good stroke. And that's a pretty good putt from that distance. He taps that one in as we head to the next hole.
Let's catch up with Max Homa.
Let's take a moment to update everything on the course with a look at the leaderboard. Now to 4, it's a par 3.
Short little par 3 here, protected by 3 green side bunkers on the front of it, but don't go long. That's a danger zone as well.
Going with 8-iron here. That's a great position to be in after that approach. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Bogey birdie. That's the way you turn things around.
This player is putting for fun.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Dog leg from left to right, protected by bunkers both right and left. Second shot back up the hill to a green that slopes from back to front and from right to left.
Well, it's fair to say that Max Homa is filled with confidence these days, isn't he? And it just seems like he's going to keep adding title after title to his resume.
Yeah, what can you say more about Max? I mean, his game is just continually to evolve year in and year out. And it just seems like with every step that he takes, it's gargantuan for his confidence because he's just a tour-bred winner.
Oh, looks to have chosen a pretty good line. Started that well right. And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right.
but it'll be an easy par.
And now onto the par 3, 6th hole.
It's a difficult par 3 or an easy short par 4.
He's setting up for his second shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. That one has come out of the sand, but it's still a long way from the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Over to 7. It's a par 5.
Water on the right-hand side comes into play very quickly. Only the longest hitters in the game are going to reach those bunkers down the left-hand side. Second shot, should you go for it, to a green that's pretty flat, 2-tier green, but again, water everywhere on the right-hand side.
That's a pretty good shot right there. This looks like a 190-yard shot.
Going with less club.
An opportunity to make birdie. He's hoping this comes back to the right. 4 feet to the cup. Talk about limiting the damage. What a clutch putt.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done. Going and going and going.
Let's take a look at what happened earlier today.
An absolute beauty here.
All right, let's get back to the action. Here's a putt to move inside the top 20. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This putt back up the hill, moving to the right.
Here we go on a good line. A good line here, tracking. And it goes in. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. Now to 9, a par 4.
A long par 4, dog legs from right to left. If you miss the bunker down the right-hand side, you've got a great view of the green for your second. This green is fairly flat with bunkers front and to the right. It's a strong par 4 indeed.
That is going to work. Uh-oh, I don't like where this one's headed. This is an awful break in the bunker. It looks plugged. All right, a longer putt remains. This is looking good early. This has got a chance.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And now a tap in for bogey. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. The second 9 opens up with a par 5.
Little double dog leg par 5. Your tee shot out to the right hand side. Then it requires a little bit of a cut around those trees downhill to a green that slopes from back to front. Keep it in play on this par 5. Birdie is very attainable.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. He's got a very long way to go. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Here we go, putt on the way. Oh, I like the looks of this. It's gonna go!
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
I love this par 4, little dog leg from right to left, deep bunkers down the left-hand side. You find the fairway. Second shot is uphill to a green that's massive in size but minuscule in hole locations.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Those fairway bunkers, they can be tricky. Tougher shot in golf. This would be a great up and down from this spot. This is his 4th shot. 5 shots off the lead. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Oh, what a wonderful bunker. A bit long on that one. And this next putt is for triple bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 8 shots back after that hole. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Narrow driving area down the hill. Second shot goes uphill ever so slightly to a green that runs from left to right.
That's not what he had hoped for. I'm pretty sure of that. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
This putt for par here. And that's now 5 over for the tournament. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Long downhill par 3 with a green that is historically rock hard.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. John, have you got a read on this one?
There's a little complexity, and this one's going downhill, braking to the right.
Ooh, slow down. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Well, when you stand on the tee here at the 14th at Quail Hollow Club, Rich, you're given 2 choices. Do you lay up or go for it?
It begs you to take out the big stick and go for it. However, most days the proper play is take an iron out and lay it up down the right-hand side, opening up the green for the second shot.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, well played. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played.
15 at Quail Hollow, a big uphill par 5.
Fairly generous landing area for these players, but the second shot plays straight back uphill off a slightly downhill lie. Tough to get enough elevation on your second shot to hold the green. However, there's great opportunities all around this green to chip it close or possibly in.
That's going to work nicely for him. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Hang on. Oh, that was close. That one drops. After that hole, our featured player is sliding down the leaderboard. 16 is the start of the Green Mile at Quail Hollow.
And carrying that bunker down the right-hand side is nearly impossible. Lay it out to the left. Second shot plays down the hill. And as you can see, water, water everywhere.
This one will not be easy.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Now this putt for birdie. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
Oh, this looks good early.
That was the line.
Oh, not there. What a putt. And to tap in as we move on to the next hole. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. Rich, take us through the tee shot at the par 3 17th.
Downhill par 3, water front, left behind. Bail out to the right-hand side and take your chances getting it up and down.
This is a 5-iron. Let's see what Colin Morikawa has done today. Okay, time now to get back to live play. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Wow, I thought that was going in. This one greenside in the rough. This putt from 5 feet away. Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader. 18 at Quail Hollow, the closing hole of the Green Mile.
Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful setting. However, water down the left, bunkers on the right. Find the fairway, second shot, plays straight back up the hill. But once again, water left, bunkers on the right-hand side. What a hole.
Well, still some work to be done. that one will not settle on the green. Here's the third shot. Nine feet remain. John, give us a read on this putt.
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
That putt goes in, but unfortunately our featured player is currently below the cut line. There are still players on the course, but it does not look good for the weekend. Well, Beamer, pack up your stuff. Our featured player is headed home.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut, but you learn from all the mistakes you made. You move on and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.